What's up, guys? It's Chris for DAV1D on ECF, TVN, Aerovapor on YouTube. Woosah. It's taken like 10 times. Today I have a review for a new tank. It is called not the lava tank, it's the Bella tank. Very similar, as you can see, to a lava tank. This is my lava tank. Well, this is somebody else's lava tank. I never got a lava tank. Not that I didn't want one, it's just don't have time for the thread thing. So anyway, this is the Bella tank. This is the color I picked. It's like a black and white marble. The end caps are both made of like an acrylic mixture. Don't know what the lava tank is made out of. Before I even go any further, let me just say, this is not a one is better than the other video at all. It's just a this is what I have and I'm reviewing it to show it to you kind of video. Ultimately, both of these tanks work excellent and do the same exact thing. Bottom line. Like, they both perform as it says it performs and perform well. As far as difference in vapor production and whatnot, I have two different juices and two different cardos in each, so that's why you're going to maybe see differences. Oh, and that was not a good mixture. So, the Bella tank. This also is on an ECF thread right now. Sorry. I am not a fan of getting my products that way. I hate, that's why I don't have a lava tank. This is on loan from somebody. I just don't, I work 60 hours a week, I have 2 kids, like, I don't have time for the go, and then send a PM with the 3 that you might want, but you're not going to get the one you want. You're going to get like a pink one or something crazy and whatever, but you don't care at that point because you just want a fucking tank. It's not my thing. As far as the Bella tank, these are also, it's called Introducing the Bella Tank on ECF. I'll put the link into the description. Right now it is also being sold through a thread where you go on there, you tell her what you want out of what is available there, and you can purchase it and she will send it to you. She started that way just to see how it goes, and then if it went well, on the next batches, she's going to think of a better way to sell it. Like where you would actually go onto a website and say, hey, I want that one, or hey, can you make me that one, and get it that way versus being on a thread. So it's like if you have it, if she has it available there, then you'll be able to go on the site, buy it. If it's not available, you could pick what you want and kind of have it special ordered. There's a lot of time and effort that goes into making these, as is there with the lava tank. Like I said, same thing. Each one, the end caps are made on a lathe. Then it is polished to an insane shine for hours and hours on end. But because of that, it looks beautiful. It's $45, including shipping, which for me is an awesome price for the quality you're getting. This holds just over 2 mils of juice plus what's in your cardo, so you're going to get like 3 mils or so, while the lava tank you're going to get a little bit more. I think it's actually a 3 mil tank versus a 2 mil tank, and you can see kind of the difference in the size right there. The other difference is if you look at the end caps on here, like on the lava tank, the end caps, sorry, try and set this up. Probably should have done this beforehand, huh? Yeah. So, the end cap on the lava tank is kind of thinner on the outside of the polycarbonate tubing, while the Bella has like more tank on the outside. The other thing is, on the lava, you could see that the tube is kind of angled at the top so it doesn't sit flush with the cap. The reason for that is so when you try and take the top off to fill it, you can kind of get under there to pry it. Here's the problem with that. I don't know if you could see that. This one's broken from trying to pry it off. This thing is a bitch to get the top off of the caps, like a real bitch. And one of the reasons that the person started making the Bella tank was because she wanted to make one that was easier for people to get the caps off, for people who have arthritic hands and all that good stuff, to be able to actually use the tank easier. And I must say, it is a lot easier. Like, I can, without worrying about pulling the cardo out, I could pull the top off really easy to fill it. You just grab it, wiggle it up, it comes off. Then you grab your juice, fill it down the side, leave a little bit of room for the top cap, obviously. Then you would put the cap back on, just to where the O-ring gets to the plastic. Turn it so the air bubble is over the hole in your cardo, and push it on. So that way you don't push all the juice out your cardo, you push the air out. Now, as easy as that was to get off, once the cap sits on there for a little while and the juice kind of gets onto the O-rings, it tightens itself enough to where you don't have to worry about it. Like, I can hold it, dangle it, I've dropped it, I've done all sorts of crap to it. I have yet to, like, it's not coming away from the polycarbonate tubing at all. I have yet to have a drop of liquid leak out of this. Also never have on my lava tank. Like I said, this isn't a comparison of, oh, well, this one does this and this one doesn't. It basically operates the same way. You just have another option now. Now, instead of it just being the lava tank out there, you also have the Bella tank out there to go and try. Maybe when the lava tank is sold out and you don't want to wait 4 weeks for another shipment to get on a thread and get it, you can go get the Bella tank. Plus, the big turn on for me is the fact that she is not planning on keeping it on a thread. She's planning on taking it to a website. And that's a huge plus for me. She just put this first batch on a website to see if people liked it and wanted it, and then to kind of go from there, because these things are not cheap to get started and to invest. So I'm going to show you one of the things that when I got this tank freaked me out a little bit, and I called or emailed the vendor to question about. This is a Bogue cardo, and the way these tanks work is you leave the white rubber stopper inside the cardo, and shit. Alright, pull this off again. So, you leave the white stopper on there, and what happens is the cardo goes into the tank and kind of seals itself off. Now, with the lava tank, when you push the cardo in, you push it all the way in until it's pushing against the top of the end cap. With the Bella tank, you do not. You line it up with the bottom of the tank. Now, here's the thing with that. Watch this. If you push hard enough, you can recess the cardo into there. Now, I've never had an issue. Like I said, I can hold it by the tank. I've never had an issue with it slipping out, leaking, anything like that. So when I first got it and it did that, I'm like, oh shit, the hole's too deep. Like, it's just not made correct, whatever. It's actually not true. Like, the way it works is that you're supposed to just line it up with the bottom of the tank. No further. So when you put your cardo in there, make sure the bottom of the cardo is just lined up with the bottom of the tank. After the juice sitting in there, it kind of stiffens up the O-rings and keeps it from moving. But in my head, I'm thinking, okay, if there's room that I could push it up, that means that there's room up here for juice to get up around the cardo and go in. Every night I leave this thing laying on its side. I've held it upside down. I don't know if it's because of the white cap on the cardo or what it is, but for whatever reason, it seals it off perfectly and does not let juice in there. So even though it doesn't go all the way to the tippity top of the end cap, there's no juice leaking at all. Also, another thing I've found that if you really want to, and if you like your 1.7 ohm Smoke Tech cardos, you can actually fit those in there too. I can't see why you couldn't use a dual coil in there too if you wanted to. The only thing with these cardos is, obviously, you're going to have, you know, just under 1/4 of an inch of cardo sticking out the bottom of your tank. It didn't bother me when I had it like that. I actually used this originally before I went to the Bogue. I just used the Bogue to do the review. I like the Smoke Techs. I used it and I had no problems. With the Smoke Tech, you actually can push it all the way to the top. And she suggests that you kind of just line it up to the bottom and use the Bogue cardos, because then it leaves more room at the top for airflow and you'll get better vapor production. But like I said, I haven't seen any issues. I've used it with the Smoke Techs and it didn't cause me a problem. Again, the tubing is a polycarbonate tubing that is supposed to be crack resistant. I still wouldn't use, like, you know, cinnamon vapes and crazy shit like that in there, because I have literally put cinnamons and, well, I don't vape cinnamon, but like a limeade I put into a tank one time and it wasn't in there 10 seconds and all of a sudden the tank just cracked. So just like a lava tank or any other tank, I just don't recommend putting highly acidic juices in there. But this is the Bella tank. I am going to try and get a hold of pictures of the whole stash that she has. I think I still have one in my email box, and the top cap, as you can see, is different than the lava. This is the lava. It's all personal preference. Neither is better than the other. Personally, I like the mouthpiece on the Bella tank. To me, it fits better in my mouth. Now, I know there's different lava tanks, so this isn't the only tip that you can get for a lava tank. But I just think that the way this is made, with the like big vase bottom and then going up smaller but not as thin as the Ming tip, just works perfect for me. So without a doubt, the favorite tank I've had. I love it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I wanted a lava tank forever and just was never able to get it. And it's not impossible by any means. Do not get me wrong. It is very possible. There are plenty of people out there with lava tanks. I just personally am not good at timing. I got to be on a thread at this time to be ready to give what I want in a PM, so on and so forth. Then wait 4 weeks if I missed it and do that again. Like, I'm not good at that. I work a lot. I have a family. I just don't have time. Like I said, these are on a thread right now, but they are going to be moved to a website if everybody likes them. But from what I hear, they were just about sold out last I knew, close to it at least. So pretty sure these are going to a website. When that does, I will update the video and put that information in there also. But for now, I will keep the Bella thread in the description. And you can go on there and look at the tanks, see if you like them, and maybe order one. With the tank, you get a huge instruction manual. Not a manual, it's like paper that she types up. It's front and back page. It's a lot of information. You don't really need it. If you know about the lava tank or how to use it, it's pretty easy. The only tips that you need to know are like what I told you about how the cardo will recess if you push it in there. So just line it up with the bottom of your tank. But everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. It's very easy to fill. Like I said before, you just take the top off, put the top back on, but yet it's tight enough to where it's not loose. You don't have to worry about it coming off. I've never, like I said, ever had a leak. I've never had juice come through the cardo, anything. It's just worked as advertised. I'm loving it. I'm going to keep using it. Go check it out. It is the Bella tank. Introducing the Bella tank thread on ECF. Until later, I will see you on TVN, on the threads. Don't forget, TVN, TotalVapingNetwork.com. They have a huge raffle going. I think today might be the last day, so get in on it. It's $5 for like, put your name in for like $700 worth of shit. So go hit it up, and I will see you guys on the forums and TVN. What's up, guys? It's Chris for DAV one day. Oh, fucking Christ and shit. So I haven't filled it that much. The big selling point. Oh my god. Christopher. I know, your macaroni and cheese is done. Oh my god. Blah blah blah. It actually doesn't. Because that is the fucking luck that I, in my life, have. So, fuck you, iMovie.